Hello! I shall try to keep this short. This isn't supposed to be a video essay on anything. But, yeah, basically, recently I was recommended a clip from Game of Thrones. And I know everybody likes the early seasons, at least, of Game of Thrones. But it's of a riddle that Varys poses to Tyrion. And out of the gate, I just want to say, I personally feel it is a very dumb riddle, but I'll quickly play it. It's only like 20 seconds or so, so we'll make sure we're all on the same page before I dive in. Ugh. What an ugly phrase.
Are you fond of riddles?
Why? Am I about to hear one?
3 great men sit in a room, a king, a priest, and a rich man. Between them stands a common sellsword. Each great man bids the sellsword kill the other 2. Who lives, who dies?
Depends on the sellsword.
Does it? He has neither crown nor gold, nor favor with the gods.
He has a sword, the power of life and death.
But if it's swordsmen who rule, why do we pretend kings hold all the power? When Ned Stark lost his head, who was truly responsible? Joffrey, the executioner, or something else?
I've decided I don't like riddles.
Power resides where men believe it resides. It's a trick, a shadow on the wall.
Okay, so there is the actual riddle itself, and there's the point of the riddle, the moral of the story. The point of the riddle being true power resides where men believe it resides, whatever. There is truth to that, but I think that it's really poorly exemplified by this riddle, because assuming normal circumstances, because I've seen people try to defend this with the most retarded gotchas ever. I'll go into them later, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, assuming very normal circumstances, again, you've got 3 options. Save the priest, save the rich man, or save the king. And obviously the solution is to save the king, because regardless of who you pick otherwise, you're probably going to be hanged, drawn and quartered by the king's retinue or his successor or whatever, because the king is ultimately a combination of the rich man and the priest. He has the backing of the gods. His right to rule is ordained by God, or the gods in Westeros, whatever fantasy. And also the crown, through taxation and all sorts, is obviously very wealthy. So it's already richer than the rich man, and already holier than the priest. So why would you pick anything other than the king? The consequences for killing the king will be death for yourself. The consequences of killing the other will presumably be the king rewards you for saving him and killing the others. Hooray. So yeah, it's a very, very poor riddle. It'd be better off completely removing the king and just having the priest and the rich man. Then it comes down to... Then it's more truly comes... Well, I suppose then it changes it altogether, because then it comes down to, is the sellsword a... is he a material man or an immaterial man? Does he believe in his soul and what will come after, or does he believe in cash money, yo? So, yeah, maybe this riddle was doomed from the start. But I just... That's all I want to say. Yeah, I'll quickly get into some of the most bizarre defences. So when I've made this point, people desperate to defend the show, because of course, pre-season 5, nothing ever went wrong with the show. Yeah, so I've seen one person said, well, what if you lived in a society in which the ultra-rich routinely executed the king, and this was just par for the course? Or what if you lived in a theocracy and the crown was just a figurehead? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's obviously just denying the reality of the setting. That's not the context of high fantasy, or specifically Westeros or medieval Europe or anything. And yeah, just making up your own scenario. So, well, okay, yes, what if a meteor falls from the sky and lands on your head and turns you into red mist? Ooh, what a riddle. It's just pointless. I really, really despised that comeback. Another one I heard was, oh, what about Jaime? He killed the king and he got away with it just fine. It's like, well, Jaime was not in this scenario. Jaime was in the middle of a civil war where his house had stood for Baratheon, who was about to win this war, and yeah, he finished off the king before he could cause even more damage with wildfire. Blah 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 blah. It's just a point. That's not a fair comparison at all. Yeah, so I suppose that's all I wanted to say. Just the riddle was a really, really stupid way of getting that point across, because it's a flawed riddle in that there is an obvious answer. Yeah, that's about all. I said it wouldn't be a long video. I told you. See, you didn't trust me. You said, oh, now I'm breaking everything. Goodbye.